folks. Welcome, if you will, Christopher Reeve. Pretty good, Chris. A couple of miles in the front row there, just dropped over like... Huh? It's always a shock to see a movie star in person when they really look like the big roles, bigger than life they've been playing, you know?
When I was first doing Superman, though, it took Margot Kidder's daughter, Maggie, a while to adjust to me because at the time when we were making the film, we'd sometimes get together on Saturday, you know, and have lunch or something like that. And one time it was Maggie's birthday. I think she was 3 or 4 or something like that. And Margot said, Superman's coming over for picnic. And all the little kids are excited, you know, a big whoop-de-doo, and, you know, and they're playing with a Frisbee. And I come over, and I'm dressed, you know, I got sneakers and blue jeans and an old T-shirt and stuff like that. And seeing their face trying to deal with, no, wait a minute, what's the ripoff here? You know, we were promised Superman, and they're throwing this Frisbee back and forth. And one of the kids lets it go and wings it, and it goes across the fence. And they want me to fly and go get it, right? And I go, listen, kids, let me level with you, okay? It's Saturday, I'm tired, my cape's in the wash, give me a break. And I climbed over the fence and went and got their Frisbee, and after that we had it worked out.
Yeah. They were waiting for you to go in the phone booth.
Sure.
That's what they were waiting for.
Well, they're all glass now.
Yeah. You never fell into that actor's trap, did you, after...
Which one's that? There's lots available.
Yeah, there are a lot of them, but the Hollywood one where you make a movie that becomes a great big hit, so you think you got to have a brand new big hit movie every 5 minutes. You just go wherever there's acting, don't you? I mean, you're out on the stage, and then you're back and you do a film, and then you're out on the stage again.
I'm very reckless with my career.
It really is, in a sense, reckless, isn't it?
But I have more fun that way, because I don't. You know, Sidney Lumet, with whom I had the privilege of making a film, said, you know, you think of it like a baseball game, that you don't want to be one of those hitters who's got to get up, wait till it's 3-2, and then try to hit it out of the park. You want to be somebody who gets up and swings all the time. You know, get an RBI, you get a single, sacrifice fly, whatever, but keep getting up and hitting the ball. And that's what I do, because, see, when I was a kid, I grew up in a small town in New Jersey, in Princeton, New Jersey, and there was a very good professional repertory company there. And I got used to seeing actors change roles. And when I was a kid, you may know some of these people, George Hearn, who's in La Cage aux Folles, and Catherine Walker, who's in the movies, and let me think who else. A lot of people that you might know were in this repertory company, and I got used to seeing them play 3 different parts in a week. And so I thought, this is what actors do. Actors change. Actors play lots of different things. And I was well-established, or reasonably well-established, in a legitimate career, and then I took a detour for Superman, not the other way around. Although, it's odd, I don't think anyone's ever tried to have both a pop culture success, like Superman, and a legitimate career. Either you have to do one or the other. And I'm sort of trying to do both, and people they don't quite know what to do with me yet.
Well, after the great success, can you tell by audience response? After the great success of Superman, and then you went then to Broadway, if I remember.
Well, I went from Superman, then I did a movie called Somewhere in Time, which is a romance.
And we see it was just on here again.
It's always on cable.
Cable, yeah.
Good Sunday afternoon film.
Yeah.
You know, you need a cup of tea and a handkerchief and a rainy day, and you're there. Right. And then I did a Broadway play by Lanford Wilson called The 5th of July, then the movie of Death Trap, and then Superman 2, then on to some other things, and then Superman 3.
And your activities away from acting, I mean, you're busy all the time. You've got all kinds of things going. This young man were you the first to fly one of those little Beechcrafts across?
No, I don't think so. I may be the first actor to...
The first actor to fly a little Beechcraft across the Atlantic Ocean. So, and then you did something, you've done another one. You're going to get some kind of a... Aren't you up for an award or something?
Oh, I'd love to be up for an award. What have we got?
I don't know, but you went up over 25,000 feet in a glider.
Right. Oh, yes.
Which to me is insanity, because you would freeze to death.
Yeah, you go in May. You go in May when it's nice. And you wear a flight suit, and you go first to high-altitude training. The Air Force runs seminars where you can get high-altitude training to do this. And I think that unpowered flight is the best. and
It
was
awfully
on screen.
silent and wonderful
Yeah.
up there. I
And,
tried it once. And is that now your preferred way to fly? Sans motor?
Yes. I mean, the thing I really like to do best right now, what I'm really into is sailing. I mean, I've been sailing since I was a kid. When I was a young kid, I was very competitive, and I used to race all the time. And I'd win races, but I'd lose all my little friends. I'd take Bobby and Billy out to crew for me, and I'd really give them hell. You know, trim this, trim that, spinnaker up, spinnaker down, jibe here. And I'd come back, these kids would be just shell-shocked from an afternoon out sailing with me. And I said, wait, I'm winning races here and losing friends. And one particular year when I was 13, I won the Sportsmanship Award at my local yacht club, which was given to me by a very new sailing instructor. Didn't know what a real pain I was. And when he announced, and this year's winner for Sportsmanship is Christopher Reeve, there was a sound of one hand clapping practically. And I got up there to receive this award, and I said, you know, something's wrong here. And what had happened was that I was just too uptight, too competitive, and it was just all meant too much to me. So what I do now is I've got a really beautiful cruising sailboat, and I share it with my family, and I teach my son to sail. And listen,
Oh, the family cruise for you.
we all sail together. We all share the work together.
That's good.
And if we want to drop the anchor and swim, we do it. We're not going anywhere fast, and we have a lot more fun.
Good, see?
Yeah.
You have a son and a daughter.
I have a son, 5, Matthew, and a daughter, 1, Alexandra.
That's nice.
She recently made her screen debut, as a matter of fact.
What'd she do?
She played Jackie Bissett and my daughter in Anna Karenina, which we just finished shooting in Hungary in November.
Oh, you've been over there.
Yeah.
Mm.
Once a year, I go behind the Iron Curtain. In '83, I went
Wearing the costume with the S?
No, God, I should do that. It's some kind of strange.
That'd scare the hell out
some
of
kind
them.
of strange cultural ambassador, you know. Hello, I'm here on behalf of Kellogg's.
So strange to see that Russian play and realize that there was an era where they were romantic. I mean, whenever we've seen Russians since the revolution, there doesn't seem to be any romance. You never see news broadcasts of 2 Russians kissing, you know, or anything. They're either sweeping the streets or building. Of course, we're probably portrayed over that way over there.
The Russian culture of the early 20th, late 19th century, though, they imitated the French culture very much.
You could see
in
that,
elegance and manners and style, and you know, it was pre-1917. I mean, they were what we think of the English aristocracy as being now, were the French aristocracy.
Yeah.